seems. There's one, I think. Ai, ngā mihi o te ahiahi kia kouta katoa e pikari mai nā, e mātakitaki mai nā, ai tēnei te whakataitai Māori mō ngā Teina. Putano i te motu, ne? Kei ngā maunga whakahi, kei ngā puna, kei ngā roto, kei ngā awa koiora, tēnei mātou e mihi nei kia o koutou e whakake mai nei ki runga i te pai poto. O hai mai tawhiti, ki runga i ngā Rotorua nui a kahumata momoe. Ke tahuraki ki tēnei te haka tāne rore. Ai tēnei pakanga nui, wainga nui ia, Hokianga Storm, te ahua nei. Me Waitaha Māori. Ko te reanga te kaumā whā tēnei. Nei, ko te kapa wai poro, kuia ko Hokianga Storm. Torona titahana, papaki titahana, e whanga whakamuana. Ki te rārangi rimateka. Wai mari e tātou e te iwi, kei tōku taha i tēnei wa. A koia anō hoki te kai papāho, ki te tahataha o ngā whira i tēne ki o ngā rangi. Koia anō hoki te tehi o ngā kai papāho o tēnei whakāturanga. Nā ko huna haunui rāpana tōna ingoa e te tuakana e te prata ngāmihi.
A tēnā koe te tuakana rā Māori e ki o koutou. Toro mai ngō koutou taringa ki tēnei o ngā whakāturanga, whutuporo riki o te reanga o ngā Teina o Aotearoa Māori.
Ana, kei te rongo i te ihi, kei te rongo i te wehi, i te wana. E tūtū mai nā te hi, nawa. Ana ko Hokianga Storm e pakanga ana i tēnei wā kia Waitaha. Reire, tikana kia mihia koutou e pikari mai nā, e mātakitaki mai nā i tēnei wā. Ana e kore e mutu ngā mihi kia One Foundation. Ka kai tautoko a pūtea nei, i enei whakataitai toko toru. O New Zealand Māori Rugby League ara, ko te wahanga ki ngā Teina, te hunga mā tātahi tēnā, ana ko rātau e mātakitaki hiana mātau i tēnei wā. Ko te taha ki ngā rangatahi, i oti e whia kenei ngā wiki kimuri. Ana, hei te wikena o Reipa, ka tū ko te pakanga nui i wainga nui ngā pakeke me ki the tuakana tournament. Hewoi, ko tēnei te whira tuatahi o Puketawhero, ko tēnei te tukinga tuatoru hei whakapāpāhotanga māku i tēnei ki o ngā rangi. Hone, au whakaro i roto i te roanga ki o te rangi nei?
Rawe te kite i ngā tamariki i te mea i te rātou, karei whai wā rātou me tēnei reanga ki te tākoro, nā runga i te mate uru tā. Nō reira, ahakoa te kaha o te ua, e kaha tākoro tonu ana, te hunga rangatahi, te hunga mā tātahi, te hunga taiohi, ai te kēmu e aroha nui tia nei e rātou.
Tika rawatu nei. And right from the kick-off, Hokianga Storm, Purple were unable to secure the ball right there, letting it go out, giving the ball straight back to Waitaha Māori. Now, we've seen in the last two games that I've commentated at the Whanaunga, that one of the biggest aspects of today's game, due to the, of course, the conditions that we are under at the moment, is ball security.
Ball security, short ball, as you said, we're the rugby league, so we've got to keep it tight, got to ensure that we're not playing too far out wide. But in saying that too, I heard the other commentary around switch of play, cutting across, and we'll see how our young fellas get on in this game.
Absolutely, some big hard defence early on by Hokianga Storm, and another big tackle right there, getting numbers in there as well. This could be a very interesting game indeed. If anything that we can take from the first 5 minutes of this opening exchanges goes to show us is that both teams are up for it. Hokianga, yes, with a good tackle right there. What does the referee say? Yes, indeed, a knock on to Waitaha Māori. Handing the ball back to Hokianga, who with some stinging defence have managed to hold out.
They had to make up for that mistake from the kickoff there, Radi. You know, as you said, they did a mistake, they let the ball bounce, their header went out, and so had to make up for it defensively. And Waitaha, all the way from down in the Waiponamu there, had to you know, try to force their hand there a little bit too much, and coming up with the mistake.
And awesome to see our whānau from Te Waiponamu making the big trip up here to Rotorua.
Big tackle there from the 6 there, that's Rico Lemalie.
Ka pai. Rico, and he backs it up again straight out of marker, helped out by his number 8 right there. Hokianga just keeping things nice and simple, little runs out of dummy half.
It's been busy so far there at 8, Blake Hauraki-Kau for Waitaha, 2 tackles there, now he's going for his 3rd one. See if he gets involved, not quite.
Yeah, good run right there too by the number 13 there, Albert A.J. Belchin, no ngā puhi. As he plays the ball, and another run out of dummy half there. He finally decides to give it to his number 6, who puts in a grubber kick. The referee allows it to go. Yep, carry on. Waitaha with the ball, Iaiani.
It's exactly what you expect on the wet weather rugby league, Radi. Ball hitting the ground, players all over the way. Nonetheless, it is still the game we love, rugby league. At the moment, Waitaha with the ball in hand, running from right to left against Hokianga Storm, the purple side from Hokianga Storm.
And number 10 there trying to put a good hit on there. The player though bounced off and carried on.
So Marley hands it out now to his prop forward. You really see the mud taking place, but knowing that this is the 2nd round for the under-14s, Tama. They've got one more round after this, so as much as they're giving here, they've still got to prep for another game.
Yes, and conditions playing a part once again in this game with Waitaha losing the ball in the tackle. There wasn't much in the tackle, just that slipperiness of the ball. So yeah, definitely something they're going to have to look for. And if they are a defensive player, I suppose getting your ball hand around it and maybe giving it a little bit of a knock might help you out from a defensive standpoint anyway.
That number 4 for Hokianga Storm, Stevie Berriman is the name he carries.
Ah, Stevie Berriman, that is a very, well, we've got a lot of Steve Berrimans in our whānau, and of course, te nuinga o tātou whānau kei tērā takiwā e noho ana, of course, Big Storm and Norman. Was a big player who played for the Northern side in rugby, and they're making it all the way to the All Blacks.
Was a drop ball there from the Hokianga Storm now. Waitaha got the ball. They're about 25 metres out from the try line. Really muddy conditions out there, Radi. I think our referee, Corey Balin, will really keep an eye on what's going on in this one.
You'll have to, my friend, and I'm not too sure how much more this number 1 field can handle over the next of the day. Of course, there's a lot of mud out there. And we've got 2 days worth of action. What a hit that was.
Caleb Clarkson, he gets up though, plays the ball. They continue. Referee's seen something. And
yeah,
there's that aggression you said in this game, Radi.
Yeah, a bit of pushing and shoving there. I'm glad that nothing went any further with that. Just a few little words there from the players, a bit of passion.
All right, Waitaha decided to take the tap, not the kick. Stare 18 with the hit up. That's Ben Ritchie. He's also the co-captain. Big tackle there, that one.
Jaden Donald Poland out of Hawaii from Teina right there, giving a big
Marley hits it out to the prop forward. So Riley Co-Dry.
Yes, good run, good strong run right there. Referee
Corey Balin gone in to have a look what's going on.
Just short by the sounds of things. Coming to the left-hand side is Waitaha. If you want to get the poro, Yana get the Tahamaui. Number 8 from Waitaha, who's been very busy in this game thus far. Still hitting this left-hand edge is Waitaha. Hokianga thus far doing well on their defensive line, holding Waitaha out. Still 0-0, as you can see, whānau.
Boys started to suck some deep ones in now.
They're favouring this left-hand edge is Waitaha. They seem to be coming this way quite a bit.
Kakoi there taking the 5th and final run and deciding not to kick.
Yeah.
Went for a repeat set, but unlucky there for Waitaha. Hokianga now got to get out of their own end. They're starting well.
Yeah, good run right there. Ball security is definitely what they want in this set, Hokianga. They definitely do not want to be losing the ball at this part of the field.
Big contact, that one. Driven back in a tackle too. Put on his nono. Last one up.
Yep, just one out stuff for Hokianga. That's what they need to do. And maybe get a kick in early as well would be a good idea, I would think.
I don't think Hokianga have completed any of their sets at the moment, Rowdy. So we'll see, and we hope that they will through this one. Great hit up there from the back rower.
That's a brilliant run. Brilliant run there.
Ross. Makes it to the halfway line now. Hokianga Storm with the ball. They do reach their kick. Good kick, finds the grass as well.
Yes, good kick.
Goes between the players, turning them around.
And a good chase there as well. Didn't give Waitaha an opportunity to stand up there and attack back from their own half. Good tackle from the marker there. Let's take it back to the mark, number 11. Oh, there's a bit of feeling going on here.
Referee calls, is that a penalty or has he seen a knock on there?
I think he's calling a knock on by the looks of things.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he is. He's not going to buy into any of the pushing and shoving, which is exactly what the referee needs to do. Just get the game flow on. Hokianga now with an opportunity to attack Waitaha's line.
Speaking of opportunities, it might be a good time, Rowdy, just to let our listeners know what's the kupu Māori for scrum.
No noke, ko te tehi o ngā kupu, ka taia e koe, for scrum, no noke.
There you go, whānau. The kupu Māori for today, brought to you by the One Foundation.
Kia ora, and the number 3 with a great run right there, Caden Fruin Otinerun, no taimi waka te rangatahira.
Hokianga Storm now, they were trapped in their own corner in the first 8 minutes of this first half. Once they got to their kick, they were able to force the mistake, and now they got an opportunity to do some attacking within the 20-metre of the Waitaha Māori try line.
Yes, and so far, Waitaha doing well to keep them out.
Stirred in, that's Albert Balkan with the ball in hand now, still going, still pumping. Referee Corey Balin calls him back. Played the ball. Hati Ross. The strong hit up earlier.
Bit of a facial there from his opposition. What's the referee calling here? Didn't play the ball straight, maybe. Oh no, we've got an injury on the field.
Kua whara.
All right, kua whara. There you go, whānau, kua whara. Injury.
6 rounds of rugby league so far in the Teina tournament this year, Rowdy. The conditions of our field, how do you think we're going to hold up tomorrow?
Well, that is the Pātai Nui e hoa. Yeah, it's going to be very, very muddy, I'm picking tomorrow, which will play a factor in the way that these teams will play come the grand finals, of course. The footing will be a little bit slippery, so we won't see some of our quicker players be able to do their magic. So it's really going to come down to our forwards running it up and giving space, and just going to come down to passing the ball and hitting those gaps. We'll do it. There won't be much stepping, I don't think, happening.
One thing to take in consideration as Hokianga Storm just locked the ball line out in their centres, reconditioning, all the conditioning of the players during and after the games, Rowdy.
Yeah, that's very important that they do get warm after the games as well, ice up, if any niggles and stuff like that as well, rub downs and stuff. We've got a few masseuses downstairs as well who are there to help out the players if any major injuries happen. But yeah, definitely, bro, that's going to 4 or 5 games you're possibly playing over the course of the weekend. That can take a real big toll on the body, and so I give it up to the board, of course, for making some changes to the rules in order to accommodate for that. Of course, we got 20-minute halves and unlimited interchange, and you're allowed up to 20 players in the team as well.
All right, back to our game now. Waitaha Māori with the ball in hand, coming out of their own zone. And another drop ball there, but as we said, the wet conditions is playing its part today. Here goes the winger, Kahika Tea Thompson, with their hit up for Hokianga Storm. He looks for the quick play the ball, and he gets it. Scoop from dummy half from the centre, Caden Fruinoti Neru. Hokianga Storm, now they'll be looking to get some points off this mistake.
Absolutely.
Still 0 in this first half between the Storm and Waitaha Māori.
Good
That's that back row again, eh? That's Corbs Hati Ross, the second row. Yeah, there he is. It's been dominant in this half, bending the line back. And there we go, first try, Hokianga Storm.
And again, goes back to that run that you said early on by our number 11, Hati Ross, Ngāti Kahuki Whangaroa. He set that try up with a good play of the ball, and of course allowing this big prop here to hit those angles and get in.
First try in this first half here between Hokianga Storm and the Waitaha Māori.
Good solid game, Hone. Yes, we've had a few drop balls, but not as many as some of the games we've seen earlier on. There's some good skill being displayed out there.
We are playing with for the tuakana of this tournament, which is the under-14s, the tama as well. And so the game will really lift its standards at the moment.
Fantastic to see all the whakapapa that's been handed in from all of these rōpū as well. Seeing a lot of our whānau in the Hokianga team, no Rangitane, Ngāti Pātua, we've got Teina and Waikato in there as well. Of course, Ngā Puhi. There's some Ngāti Tūwhare Toa, some Ngāti Manawa, Ngāti Whangarua. What else have we got up in that team? And a Ngāti Pikiao player, all mixed up in our Hokianga team there. Fantastic work.
Here's Ngā Puhi's goal kicker, Rain Tucker.
Unfortunately, not the angle he wanted. Plenty power in that kick, though.
Kāri ke te whanatāpiri, conversion unsuccessful there.
Ana, ko whanatāpiri, ko ia ko te kupu Māori for conversion. Whanatāpiri. E tika lika mihi a te taura whiri i te reo anō hoki. Kamutu tā mātou korau he mana wāka. I whakaro ake mo enei kupu, e whakaro ake ana me pēwhea, e whakamāori i ngā tūranga o ngā kaitākoro riki kamutu i ngā momo hāmene era momo tuāhuatanga katoa.
A koe ia hoki e whakaputa ana i te kaupapa nunui o enei whakataetai o te Māori, o te taketake o tō tātou.
Tika rawātu nei.
Right, Corey Balin calls kick-off. 4-0 the score between Hokianga Storm and Waitaha Māori, and yet again, straight off the kick-off, another mistake from the Hokianga Storm.
That's a tactic that Waitaha has employed for the second time now. They've kicked it to that corner, first time getting the ball out and retrieving the ball back straight from the start of the game. And again now, kicking back the ball to Hokianga Storm. They went for that left-hand side once again and have come up trumps. Okay, good run there. There was a bit of a gap. Opened up for him, but closed it very quickly. Number 13 right now playing the ball just shy of his 20-metre line, off the 20-metre line.
Again. It's Bishop Neal, and he drops the ball. Bishop Neal, Hokianga Storm now. And an offload late in the tackle.
Very risky offload in these conditions, but hey, fear is nothing that these kids are plagued by, not at all. They're fearless out there.
Good tactic there by Waitaha, slowing the play to ball down, having a look back at the referee, waiting to be directed to come off the player.
Good tactic, that one. If the referee ain't saying nothing, then you don't have to do nothing.
Albert Balkin, but that's Harris there on the inside, and here's our try scorer here for the Hokianga Storm.
Oh, good run as well. Getting up to the 40-metre line of his opposition of Waitaha Māori. They go to the left-hand side. Oh, shoddy pass from dummy half there. Picked up well.
Kāre kore ka tiro whakarunga ia, ka ki te noiho I te ua.
Kāre kore oa. Oh, I pērā no hoki...
O te hau I te rawa.
Koia. He whakataitai ki te haere wanganui ngā kapa e rua. Engari e whakataitai ana ki te ua, e whakataitai ana I te hau, a tāwhiri mātea. Arā, te huhua o ngā ahuatanga.
E hoa. Wera te take kia nei, koe nei te kēmu o ngā atua.
Tika. Kaore kore I a rātou ngā atua e whakarite ana me wehe I rangi me papa he kēmu riki. E whakarite ana me nā aira nei, kaora nei, te whakatau. Waitaha I nā nei me te pōro. Going back to the right side and decides to change the play.
Both sides keeping it really simple, but I think if anything's missing, it'll be the energy. Just need a bit of energy coming out of their own ends.
Yeah, you're right. A bit of urgency, yeah, absolutely. Like that run right there by the number 16. He knew something was needed to happen, and he brought it.
Great run from Bishop Neal.
Beautiful run right there.
Keep an eye on the 6 there, though, Rico Lemali. He's been setting up and organising his team. Once they get their roll on and their momentum, or he sets that foundation for them as well, directing his forwards around. Dummy half there is De La Hoya Kakoi. They go to the right side. Kakoi, that's Caleb Carlson now. Big hit.
Good tackle. Good tackle.
Nui high down.
Beautifully done. Nice, clean tackle right there. Looking for the referee. They were calling for knock on. Referee didn't see it. So it's play on. Number 3 for Hokianga, now bringing it up, Mr. Caden Fruin Otineru. No taimi waka te tamaitira. Good run right there from the young centre there. They come to the right-hand side as Hokianga. Good tackle, Waitaha. Numbers in the tackle as well.
Bishop Neal doing some special stuff for Waitaha.
Okay, back to the big prop forward right now as they just go one out.
Junior Sofoi Amania.
Earning a penalty as well by the looks of things. Went back to 10 where Waitaha gifting some field position to Hokianga Storm. They could tap this here. They've gone back like 30 metres. They don't have to kick it. Yeah, look at the distance that they thought they were getting a kick right there, and they went right back. Maybe the tap was taken a little bit further back than they needed to.
Need some good service out of the dummy half from Thomas Harris. Gives it that time. They shoot it out.
Oh, nice AB play right there.
Taken there by Jovan Latham Waikato. Scoop from dummy half from the number 5 there. That's Latrell Heta.
Nice.
Referee calls it back. Play the ball. Harris feeds his lock forward. Albert Balkin.
That's been good. Their lock forward, Albert.
Looking for the danger man at the left-hand side there. Carlos Hatiros. They don't find him this time. Yosia Tuli holds the ball. Harris at dummy half, he scoops. Finds his centre, Stevie Berriman. Berriman with the kick through.
Oh yes, and
finds
good
the
kick
ground.
as well.
Great kick from Berriman. Finds a repeat set there for Hokianga Storm.
Oh, penalty there taken out after the kick. So Hokianga again able to apply some pressure against the defensive line. Try score from the first, does it again.
Riley Grant favour.
Ngā puhi nui tonu. Ana e huro wana tana kapa I tēnei wana te pai o taua omara. Yeah, unfortunate though for Waitaha. They had an opportunity to shut it down, but giving away a penalty, which led to that try right there. Now, of course, I have to give it up to Hokianga. They're not used to having so much rain up north. It's the sunny part of Aotearoa. So they're doing well in these conditions.
Just observing our rangatahi now, usually the water is for the inu. Lately it's been to wash the whakanohi and we'll get all the mud off the face. Change the goal kicker now for the Hokianga Storm. He set up the repeat set actually and sorted the penalty out. It's Stevie Berriman. Conversion successful.
Up high. And that brings our score now to 10-0.
10-0. 10-0, the Hokianga Storm purple side over the Waitaha Māori. Still the first half here at the Teina Tournament 2021, brought to you by New Zealand Māori Rugby League.
And One Foundation. Ngā mihi kia koutou kei ngā kai tautoko o tēnei whakataitai whaka. Hara wātu ni.
We've been sharing with our One Foundation sponsor, our auntie and DL Jin. At the fire, one iwi, one waka, one team, one foundation.
Beautiful. I love it. You're a poet and you know it too there on there. Haunui Rapana.
Just waiting for the one love. All right, back to the 40 Hokianga Storm. No mistakes from that kickoff.
No, and they try to do the same ploy again. They probably look to go the other way next time if Hokianga managed to score. But of course, Waitaha won't be wanting to kick the ball off again anytime soon. And they get the ball back.
Yes,
what's the referee saying? Yeah, knock on.
Knock on there, Rasmus Junior Sofoi Amania.
Didn't want to play the advantage to the referee. He's going to bring the scrum in. The under-14s grade, of course. For those of you just tuned in, no maida. Don't forget to let all the whānau know throughout the world that they can tune on into this live stream event brought to you by New Zealand Māori Rugby League.
And of course, above production, yes, those who bring to you the Koronehana.
Ai Tika, Steele and his crew, they are absolutely fantastic for all your live stream needs. You just get a hold of Steele Martin and, of course, above sound and production.
Woody Davis now with the hit up for the Waitaha Māori side, the second tackle. Playing that dummy half is Neihana Mataafa. They'll be looking for Bishop Neal, 16. Keep an eye out for him. Go to the right-hand side, Caleb Clarkson. Shifts it out to 18, that's Ben Ritchie.
Well done. Good run there.
Matawhero, dummy half. Here's Lemali.
Yes, he's been there.
Bit of time with the ball too, Lemali. Finds the ground. Taken there by both of the big forwards for the Hokianga Storm. They shift it back to the left-hand side. That's Kakoi, puts it through.
Yeah,
Chaser coming through as well. Good end result there for the Waitaha Māori. Forcing a repeat set.
I think that's a tactic that I think all the teams will start to employ as well, as the short little grubber kicks. In these conditions, the ball should hold up in the mud and the wet, so you can give it a little bit extra, a little bit of a kick there, and if you've got a good chase, you'll be able to do it. Oh, does it make the 10? I don't know if it did.
Oh.
Referee was going to call it, but no, he's allowed to carry on. Well done, Hokianga.
Eh? Millimetres, bro. Millimetres was the difference with that kick.
As they say, it's a game of inches. What did the referee call there?
Not quite sure what our referee has called in this instance, though. Looks like it's a penalty going to the Waitaha Māori.
Oh.
The kick not making the 10. No,
he
he's got to play the ball.
Okay, I'm confused.
Yeah,
Okay, carry on. Oh, there's a knock on there, though.
Rasmus Jr. Sofoya Mania now with the ball in hand. First tackle for the Hokianga Storm. I should say 0 tackle. 10 metres out from their own try line now. They'll be looking for some rabbit runners like so. It's Kahikatea Thompson. Quick play to ball as well, catching the markers out.
This is good, some rabbit runs out of dummy half. This is exactly what Hokianga need to do. We've got an injury on the field right now, though. Number 15, I think it is for Waitaha. Looks like it's a knee injury. Hopefully not too serious.
Siobhan Aranga, kei reira ngā whakaaro mōna, which is out on the whānau.
Seems to be in a lot of pain there at the moment, but hopefully he can shake it off, a bit of ice. And
good work there as well from the Hokianga Storm, showing concern from the player.
Yes, absolutely. Tautoko I ngā kōrero, of course, you know, because we're Māori, no, ko te ahua o te Māori, ko te manaki tangata, and we're seeing right there that doesn't matter which side our sideline helpers, or should I say for the helpers of Waitaha and of Hokianga, doesn't matter who goes down, they will all go out there and help them out. Ahakoa no whiarata. That's fantastic to see our Storm, Hokianga Storm going out there to help our injured player from the opposition.
Koia hoki te tauira o te manaki o te tiaki. Ahakoa he hoa riri kei reira tonu taua kupu te hoa. No reira e tiakina ana rātou ia e tēnei wā.
Tika. And it looks like that is the first half right there, whānau, as Hokianga has come to the sideline as well as Waitaha. So we'll take a quick little break and we'll be back with the second fixture of this match between Waitaha Māori and Hokianga Storm Purple. Mautare mai.
As many other teams out there, if you have any concerns for the well-being of your players, you know, they might have mental, they might have chill, whatever it may be, for free use of the services that are being provided here by the City of Rugby. Waitaha Māori there, my man, for you. And I got Hokianga
Ka pai nei mai hoki mai e te iwi ki tēnei a te arua waka, a te arua tangata e manaaki nei i te motu kua whakaike mai nā ki runga i a rātau i tēnei whakataitai Māori mā ngā hunga mātātahi ara ngā Teina, ne? Ana ko tēnei pakangai Wainganui a Waitaha Māori me Hokianga Storm Purple. We are into the second half of this fixture right here, with Hokianga Storm in the purple, obviously, kicking off to Waitaha Māori. Ana, kei tōku taha ia e nei, ko tēnei o ngā rangatahi, kui anō hoki ngā rangatira, he rangatira moa popo i te ao papaho, te ahika ngā mihi kia koe.
Kia ora e hoa, kia ora e te whānau, aroha mai mo te tūreititanga i tēnei ahi. Pai tera hawhi tuatahi, mātiki au mai raro.
Bye. All right, we got, of course, Waitaha Iaene e whanga whakamua ana. Hokianga Storm on the defense. Conditions been playing a big factor in all the games so far there, my friend. From your perspective, what should these kapa do, considering it's wet and muddy conditions?
Yeah, as you said, wet and muddy conditions. What you want to do in these sort of conditions is stay in tight. Don't want to be throwing too much long balls. Make sure you're safe with the ball. Wrap 2 hands around it. And yeah, as you see here, just want to be in tight. Don't want to spend too much time out on that sideline. Easy to slip, easy to drop the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen a little bit of that in this game. Not as much as the previous games as well. So I'll acknowledge both these teams. They've done quite well considering the conditions as well. And probably put a little bit more onus on themselves too to be able to protect that ball. And just as I said, the commentator's curse happens again. I should shush it, but I keep saying it nonetheless. Hokianga unlucky there to lose the ball. The referee, sorry, Waitaha. With Hokianga now with the ball, able to carry on. There's been a stoppage in play. I'm not too sure what's going on. Yes, now we're playing now. Hokianga with the ball. Big prop forward running up the guts. And as you said, keeping it nice and tight and securing the ball. And they come back to the left-hand side again. Yeah, just one little bad pass could throw the whole thing off in those conditions. Is that right, Ahi?
Right. And they redeem himself.
Yeah.
Oh, good run.
And did he? Then he went for the offload and he got it away well. All right, number 3 down the left-hand side, making his way back to the post. Still going.
What a play.
The big Caden threw in Otineru no Taimi Waira. Oh, got all excited and had a little bit of a cough there, my brother. No, aroha mai. Oh, almost sliding all the way into the post there. There's Hokianga, Waitaha doing well to keep them out thus far. 10-0 though to Hokianga. They want to make it 14, possibly 16. Waitaha under the ball, and he does so. Guilty of not just getting underneath the player there. But well done. Hokianga now, 14 points to 0.
Yeah, that's the type of try, that's the type of running you want from your big fellas. Look for every opportunity. Don't want to just bash them through the middle. Want to play a bit flashy when you're running the ball.
As we said again on the replay, and there it is, yeah. Had enough people there. He tried to get the ball, but probably should have fell down with it as well, the number 3 there. But however, good try by Hokianga. It's easily said than done there, my friend.
Aye.
Looking to convert now is the number 4, Stephen Berriman. No waikato te tamaiti nei. Of course, one of my whānau, obviously. Noho ana ki whangare i nei rangi nei.
The kick successful.
Well done.
Takes the lead out to 16. Waitaha need to find a bit of fire now. They're down bad on the scoreboard.
Tautoko e hoa. It really just comes down to their ball security, as we mentioned earlier on, for Waitaha. If they can string together enough tackles, maybe even kick down a little bit earlier, which worked for them early on in the first half. It's definitely something that they want to do. Get the ball back, at least get 3 tackles into the set, and then maybe look to kick it down early, especially if they're trapped in their own half.
And also, if you're Hokianga here, you don't want to get complacent. One of the most important sets in rugby league is one after the try, so you're going to want to get to your kick at the end of the set.
That's right, you're only 3 converted tries away from losing this game as Hokianga. Complacency, oh, that can be a big enemy. Hokianga to bring the ball back out of their half right now. Oh, what a fantastic run. Yes, running with passion right there. Mana and Ihi. Hokianga ngā puhi nui tonu. Ai, haere tonu ana. Haere whakamua ana. This seems to be the case right now for Hokianga. They seem to be a lot more enthusiastic with the ball than we've seen with Waitaha at this stage. Number 14, of course, the try scorer. The recent try scorer. There, they come back to this left-hand edge.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, yeah, the referee. Praying to the referee, but they finally calls it. Fair enough.
Play to the whistle.
Yep, play to the whistle.
Smart play there to shut down the play by Katoa Turner, as you can see on your screen there, number 2. Ref with the late call.
Scrum. And we've seen a lot of this over the last couple of games, haven't we, Whanau? So you should know by now what is the Māori word for scrum, which is nonoke is one word for it. Kariti ana I tēnei nokonoke mā Waitaha te poro te āhua nei. E tatari ana te topatai ka taku he kia Hokianga ke te poro. Whakarite ana ki te haere ki te taha matau, ai ka haere ki reira. Wingers come in and do a bit of work. Number 2 right there, settling up.
Take the pressure off the big fellas. Smart play there by the winger.
Yep, nice and tight, straight up the middle right there. What's the referee calling? Could be a forward pass.
Forward.
Yep, indeed. Reira tonu I te kai wawao. Ki te pai I tēnā pāhi whakamua. This is my, I think Māori there, pāhi whakamua. That's correct lingo right there. Timothy could be rolling his eyes at me right now. He wai, ko te wehenga tuarua tēnei, and we're almost probably halfway through the second half. We're close to it. For those of you who just joined in, they are 20-minute halves with unlimited interchanges. And that's, of course, because our teams here, and they do decide to kick early, does Waitaha. I thought they might have done a couple of tackles before they did that, though. They decided to go early and play field position and hopefully trap them down here. Yes, nice chase. Hokianga, we can hear there from the sideline, the coach telling them to middle up, and that's exactly what they do. Oh, they don't want to give away a penalty here, Waitaha, and they do, just a little bit too much in the tackle. And a quick tap there. Yep, well done. Te nama te kaumātahi e omana, Carlos Hati Ross, Ngāti Kahu ki Whangaroa. He's been one of their better players from Hokianga as well today. Doing a lot of work as the number 11.
Great tackle.
Yeah, beautiful tackle.
As you can see, Hokianga here just running with a bit more intent, a bit more passion. And could prove to be a bit too much for Waitaha at times.
Yeah, and I have to give it up to you. They've learned, their coach has done really well, is that the majority of the times the big prop forwards are hitting the ball right on the advantage line, so they're definitely running onto it, which has made a big difference in their attack. Waitaha haven't been doing too bad in this defensive set thus far. Mind you, they haven't been challenged that much. As they come back to this left-hand side, we'll see what happens. Ross again, Hati Ross with the ball, playing it right there as they head back to the middle of the park. Number 6 putting in a grubber right now, and Waitaha there. Oh, but he loses the ball. What does the referee say?
Offside.
Is there anything I think that he could call? Not too sure.
He's going to call offside on the chase.
Offside must be. Oh, he didn't want to play the advantage, so he's going to play the knock-on instead from Waitaha. Yep, indeed. Waitaha with the knock on, and Hokianga with the ball, setting to go right by the looks of things. Have to give it up for our crew from above sound and production is doing it hard out there in the weather right now. But they are bringing you this action live from Puketawhero Park as the number 14 comes to the left-hand side, barging run, and does so easily as well. Blindside probably guilty of not moving up and shutting down that play, but good play for the number 14. There's 2 tries for him now. Jaden Poland from Teina Waka. Obviously living up north there in the Hokianga.
2 meat pies for Teina Waka here in the second half.
Oh, indeed. Steak and cheese. Steak and cheese. With a bit of Wallace tomato sauce and put it in some sandwich and have a pie sandwich. I love it.
See, here in Te Aroha, we like their maketu pies.
Oh, I love those. Oh, I have to give it up, my friend. There's nothing wrong with those maketu pies. Actually, they're the best in the country. I'll give you that. Yep, Kapai Te Aroha Waka. Definitely know how to make a good pie. Actually, some of these food stores around here, well, are selling some really good kai as well. So, mahara mai tiwi, aha koa, taka ana te ua I tēnei wā. Ara te mano tangata ko taima. You can't see it on the screen, of course. We do have 6 fields playing simultaneously here at Puketawhero Park. So all our crowds are spread out amongst all those fields. Conversion, a little bit short right there. Didn't quite make it to the line, but Hokianga taking the lead now, 20-0. Second half, we just probably just past halfway now of the second half of this fixture between these two sides. Yeah, I don't think Waitaha will bring it back at this stage, but they'll be looking to make a couple of tries at least, just to you know, get them rolling for the rest of this tournament.
Get a bit of momentum going into the next game. I want to put some points on the board.
Caden, watch out for the shots.
Yeah, definitely the conditions are playing on these rangatahi. For those of you who know, man, if you haven't played in this type of weather before, it is challenging, let alone playing against the opposition who are throwing everything at you as well. You have to battle the conditions. Ngā tohu hua rere. Te ua me te hau. Well done to regather that ball, number 19 there for Hokianga, Mr. Mandea Bristow. Of course, Bristow, a very famous name in rugby league circles as well. Up there, up north. Oh, good run there again from Hokianga. Yeah, they're running with a lot more passion, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, been a bit too much to handle for Waitaha. You've seen there on the short side on their last try. See?
Fantastic run again. And finding his fronts as well. And in the conditions, gaining another 2 meters with the slide. So. Well done. Come back to this left-hand edge again is Hokianga, and they did so well.
Oh,
nice dummy, and finally it's a go, but unfortunate there. That was a good tackle done by Waitaha's number 3.
Great shutdown there by the right-hand side of Waitaha Māori Club. Bit of a last-minute scramble.
Did well, probably would have held the ball there and waited for the second phase of their play to take place, but get the bye. They're up 20-0, of course. They're chancing the arm now as Hokianga. They can afford to do so. Kei ngā whānau ki te waipaunamu e mātakitaki mai ana I a koutou tamariki e te rangi nei tēnei te mihi a te nota ki a koutou. Here we go, Waitaha now. Looking to mount a comeback here, but a good tackle. Number 3, Caden Fruin Otineru. He's had a fantastic game out there. Good run by the number 16. Good run. Bakari.
The Maletos are out here in Rotorua. Waitaha bringing down the mullet. There's another one.
Yes. Yeah. Gotta love it. I was guilty of wearing a mullet back in the day too there. Back in, when Tāwara Nico used to don one in the, for the Cronulla Sharks.
Back when I used to play, all the boys would rock the Sunny Bill haircuts.
Yeah, the Sunny Bill, the comb-overs. Even the old Jonah Lomu level in the eyebrows used to be a feature back in our day. Some of our whānau just shaved the whole eyebrow off. Some of them not by choice. Just woke up with them off.
Got unfortunate with the weather here today. Yesterday it was pukana tamanui te rā. Nari tēnei rā.
Pukana ngā kapua me te ua. I don't know how long this field's going to hold up though, Ahi. Ka roha ki te papa.
Looking like the late 80s.
Yeah, absolutely right. Actually, you don't see very many NRL games like we used to do back in the day where the fields would end up like this. The fields are made now that it's got good drainage and all of that stuff. And when I think about the early 90s or even in the 80s, Kiwis and Australian games, they used to have to play in conditions like this back in the day.
Old-fashioned mud bath here in Rotorua.
Absolutely.
Oh, what a kick.
Beautiful kick. Weighted well, and
chase.
yes, good stuff there by Waitaha to clean that up. The number 3, Kakoi, no ngai tahu te tamaitira.
Classic cliche phrase in rugby league is a kick is only as good as its chase. There's a great chase there by the left edge of Hokianga. Put a bit of pressure on the outside backs for Waitaha and forced to put the ball in goal.
Tautoko ahi. Chop kick going to the left-hand side there.
What a save.
Well done, number 4. Seems to be a bit of a tactic that Waitaha do. I'm pretty sure he can put it in there, but he's deciding to keep it low in the hopes that a fumble will happen when they try and pick the ball up. Good idea.
He's gone over.
Oh, yes, the referee's looking at it. He, not one for giving signals, is he? Just blows the whistle and walks back. I'm not too sure if that was a try or what was happening there, but hey, Tāhuene ai, he piro.
Could possibly be a penalty 90 metres out.
And that's the Māori word e whānau. Koutou e whakarongo mai nā, piro for try. Nā, he piro. Try time. We're getting coached there by the flagsman there to his number 4, to Berriman, letting him know that, yeah, but take your time, Kazi, take your time. Letting him know, look, he's checking his watch as well. Yep, take your time, Kazi, take your time.
Ai, stat ingoa whakamutunga ne hoa.
Aye. Stevie Berriman right here. For those of you back home in the Waikato, we know quite a few of the Stevie Berrimans, and one of the features that most Stevie Berrimans in our whānau have, bro, is they can kick. Not the parts of the Berrimans, they couldn't kick to save themselves, but the Stevie Berrimans on the other hand, can put it over. Yeah, scoring from different angles, parts of the Berriman, but I'm hoping that these fields do hold up overnight. And we'll get a bit of sunlight tomorrow. We'll definitely be screaming out for that. I'm not too sure what the forecast is for tomorrow, but if we can get some sunlight, that'll definitely help these fields.
Kua kānga rama ki konei ki te pāka o Puketawhero.
Sika.
The lights are on here at Puketawhero Park.
We need some of those back in the Waikato. We don't have those ones, cuz. Yeah, we get there at Patterson Park. That's the only place you can get them is at Rahui Pōkeka is just the spotlights, my bro. And you don't know where those are coming. You don't want to know where those are shining from. Okay, Waitaha bringing with the kickoff right now, and they're looking to go to the left-hand side of the park once again. Looking for that short one, I think. And no, they're kicking it down a bit more, further down.
As you've seen there, halfway, bit of a puddle at mid-park. That's how terrible the conditions here are here in Rotorua.
Right. The score now updated. There you go, whānau at home, 26-0 to Hokianga. But just so you know, they play at least 4 to 5 games over the weekend, and that does not mean that Waitaha, who went down in this game, who obviously is going to go down in this game right here, doesn't mean that they won't feature in the finals. It will all depend on how they go with the rest of their matches, as we have another injury on the field, hopefully not too serious. That is, of course, Carlos Hati-Ross, one of their good players in today's game. So hopefully not too bad, that he'll be able to feature in the upcoming games as well. Because no doubt the sectors would have been looking at him and would want to see how he goes in the rest of the tournament. So kakahai tama. Maybe we might need to let the whānau know with some kawa leaves there. We can find some kawa here in Rotorua.
Kene pēr me hara mai ki te kāinga ki te roto iti.
Ka pai.
Hoki atu ki taku atu kāinga ki awa hou.
Ai, tika. Tāhua tēnā wahi o awa hou, my friend. Tāhua ra wātu.
Don't think you're gonna go there for a swim at this time of the year, though, Hoa.
Bro, even in the summer, that stream is cold, my friend. Yeah, I spent a few years at the pa down there, and of course, staying with Koromita growing up. His whare's just not very far from the marae there as well, so alongside Hohua Mohi. I went to Kura with young Hohua, who celebrated his birthday a couple of days ago, actually.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so ngā mihi kia koe e te parata, Hohua. Massive man on the kapaka stage. It wasn't much for the rugby league. Hohua. Hewe mo te reo Māori, me te kapa o Ngāti Rangi wewehi. Mokoia no hoki me te maurākau. And yes, give this guy, he's a good round of applause. Actually, yes, you're absolutely right. He's played a fantastic game
Great performance
today. And showing sportsmanship as well by shaking the hands of his opposition. Te haridu ana. He ahua tangata tera o te tangata engari. Ka kitea e mea rongo nui te ao Māori. That's what I love about us. We can go out there, we can smash the heck out of each other for 80 minutes, but then after that a good kai and a good hug after the game, and we're all frenzies again. Nice run there by Hokianga's number 6. They come back to one of our try scorers in the first half there, the big number 10, Riley Grant, a fiver.
Starting to look like whakarewa out there with all the mud baths going on.
I was going to say, my friend. Hi, talking about whakarewa, I was dropping a big mihi to my our whānau that's staying over there as well, Auntie Gloria and Uncle Kena Ahipene, who grew up in that area right there, the Ahipene, so ngā mihi ki tēnā o ngā whānau, I taki nei a whakarewa. Wouldn't want to go penny diving in this weather either, would we? Mind you, it's a $2 and a $1 coin these days, it might be worth it. I suppose a penny would have been worth $1, $2 probably back in the day too. I'm not too sure what the value of a penny was back in the day, but you know, when you listen to your grandparents, you know, boy, 10 cents used to be able to get me to the pictures and give me a guy and a bus ride home. That's a long time ago, nana. $10 wouldn't even get you there today.
Nowadays, you're gonna need $30.
That's what my kids keep telling me anyway. I think they're lying to me sometimes. Dad, you need at least 100. Oh, come on.
100?
Come on.
They must have went to the bottle afterwards.
Oh, bro, they're rip-offs. They're rip-offs by Tamariki, I tell you. All right, Waitaha, good run there. Number 17. Up wait.
Still going.
Canterbury, of course, have always been a province that always turned out great rugby league players of all nationalities. Pākehā mai, te moana nui a kiwa, Kamatu. Hunga Māori anō hoki. Hunga Māori, kei tērā takiwai. No hoara, good run there by number 13, spinning.
That's what you want from your captain. Bryce Hodaki, Carl. Solid run.
Gets to run a little bit lateral there, number 17, looking for some players to run some holes, but they left him to run by himself, so had no option but to die with the ball there. Here we go again, settling up to the middle. Good defense there by the number 10, Faiva. Back to the right hand side, nice little grubber kick.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh yeah, but he might get the ball back. No. Well done. Yes, very unlucky not to get some space there.
Good shutdown. Ooh. Good well to hang on. And good thing about this tournament, they must have heard my complaints of Te Aroa Rugby League. They've chucked in a team.
Finally.
They have teams.
Good on you, Ahi. You hold them to account too, my friend. especially being one of the biggest rugby league nations in the country. You think that they'd have a team here. But, you know, e te hiwa, e te mea ko koe te Hokianga, me noho humari e pia. E te whakaro pēra pia. We can't go there, run the tournament and win it at the same time. So.
Seen one of my old coaches at the Matatua Hure the other weekend. He gave me flames about exposing Te Aroa Rugby League.
Koe e te take koe, e te paina koe ko te ahi, Māori.
And full time.
Full time. Well, ka pai ngā mihi ki ngā taitama nei, no Hokianga me Waitaha Māori, Kamatsu One Foundation, bringing you, of course, all the action here for Puketawhero Park, and, of course, above sound and production. Ngā mihi ki a koe ahi, whai wahi atu ki tēnei papahotanga, tā huenei ka riro mau, te tūru nui roto i te roanga ki o tēnei ahi, no reira kia kaha, taki, I tērā tūru me ngā hoaka noho ki tō taha ahi, ngā mihi ki a koe wa.
Kia ora, kia ora.
And koia te iwi, we'll be back with our next feature very, very soon. Koia tāku, I tēnei wā, hei a popo hoki mai ai, ngā mihi kia tātou katoa. Ahi ahi mari.
Thank you.
Here's the time.